Pickups, and I'm back with another video. I hope you're all staying safe and self-isolating during this virus. So whilst we're all self-isolating, I thought I'd bring out a lot of content for you lot, try and entertain you all. For today's video, we are doing a review on the Val Kristopher's 8th collection. So for all of you who don't know who Val Kristopher is, he is a UK-based designer based out in Manchester, and he specialises in premium clothing. And the reason why it's premium is he hand cuts and sews all of his pieces, also hand dyes them, which allows him to charge that higher price point. And he's really well known for his denim. Like, he makes custom jeans, like custom distressing, custom patches. Honestly, this guy is insane, and he's so creative. The other reason you might know him for is his Instagram. The whole aesthetic of his page is just incredible. Like, looks like an editorial fashion page. I'll put up a few photos. Honestly, so sick. Definitely give it a follow. And then the last reason why you may have heard of him is he actually did a collab with Nike. Definitely go follow him. Val is probably one of my favourite designers. He's so creative, works so hard, and puts so much attention to detail in his pieces. Like, for today's video, we are going to be talking about his recent collection number 8. This consists of 16 new pieces, so I'm going to talk about them, go into detail on what I like about them, be honest and tell them what I don't like about them. But honestly, fashion is subjective, so don't take my opinion to heart if you disagree. But before we jump into the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and let's just jump straight into the video. The first piece is called the mid-surgery tee. This retails for £110. It's quite steep for a t-shirt, but he's got a complete middle seam going all the way through, like he's cut open a body. He's kind of got the distressing all the way through and kind of got the stitching where you can see it being sewn up together. We have the Val 2 patches on the top of the neck, distressing all the way around the neck, on the collar, as well as on the sleeve. And also there's been like a nice wash to the t-shirt, so it's kind of like a faded out beige. Me personally, I love the attention to detail on the whole t-shirt. I'm not a big fan of the full middle split to the t-shirt. Like, I just think it eventually could rip, say depending on your body type or your chest, etc. I kind of wish instead of the split being right in the middle of the t-shirt, it was kind of like a third of the t-shirt. I think it'd give it a better aesthetic. I rate what he's done with the t-shirt, and it's something a little bit different. The cord stitch t-shirt. This one's a little bit more expensive. This one is £120. I can understand why, because it's got some more detail to it. The first detail which instantly stands out, which I've never seen anyone do on a t-shirt, is the kind of cord roping going all the way around the neck of the t-shirt. Kind of look like he's wearing a Cuban chain. I really like this. Something so unique, and I've actually never seen any other designer do this. Then his statement Val patch right there, I absolutely love this. Then he's just got distressing on the sleeves, distressing on the collar, and then distressing on the bottom of the t-shirt. I kind of don't like the distressing at the bottom now. That was very on trend when the whole Yeezy militant distressing vibe was going on. I think the rips are a little bit too big, kind of looks a bit like a fuckboy t-shirt. The wash is just perfect. The fit is perfect, like the drop shoulder, and then obviously the logo, the center point. I would definitely cop this tee over the first tee. It's called the Nostalgic Logo t-shirt. This is more like of an oatmeal white, really nice wash again. No distressing on the t-shirt itself, but it has this kind of center logo. Looks like a vintage kind of newspaper, and on that is like, it's kind of like a drawing, which I really like. Looks very vintage, and I obviously like my vintage clothing. And it has Val Kristopher's new statement for his new collection. It says, "We don't care about you, but we'll take care of you." So I really like that, nice hint of aesthetic. And then the added bit is like that kind of string on the bottom left of the t-shirt, just some added extra details. I think personally, it's a bit random. I mean, it makes the t-shirt stand out more because obviously there's no distressing on the rest of the tee, but I just like the center logo itself. So I personally don't think that's as nice as the second cord t-shirt. Moving on to the fourth t-shirt, once again it is the cord stitch t-shirt again, but this one is in the washed out black, so it kind of looks like the vintage washed out blacky grey, and this t-shirt is beautiful. Honestly, my favourite out of the 4 so far. That wash just goes with everything, and it looks really good for like a beat up vintage tee. For 5 now, this is £125. This is the basic roll neck. So he's basically got a long sleeve t-shirt, then he's kind of hand sewn the turtleneck piece. It's kind of like a lighter wash than the t-shirt. On the middle font, it just says "They don't care about you." That is the new slogan for his whole new collection. And then he has the Val bit on the neck, and once again with the matching tag. I like how it's following a whole trend of his whole collection. Me personally, I wish the colour of the roll neck was the same colour as the tee. And also as well, they have longer sleeves, so you can get some nice bunching going up and down the sleeves. I think £125 is quite steep for this turtleneck. The text as well, it says "They don't care about you." I think that kind of looks like something that would be sold on like Pretty Little Thing or Misguided. So I personally don't like that kind of statement at the middle. I just don't think it's that unique. It's quite basic, and I prefer when he goes a bit more out there with his pieces. So not a big fan of this piece, but obviously the attention to detail is still really nice. Moving on to the sweatshirts, this is the card holder crew neck, more of a premium price point. This is £250. Obviously that sounds like quite a lot, but the details that he's put into this is amazing. First of all, we're going to talk about the wash. It's like kind of like tie-dye, kind of washed out beige. Second of all is the cut. It's got more of a cropped aesthetic. It's got a drop shoulder, and it's also got a thick bit where the elastic is, kind of similar to like the design of like the Raf Simons jumper. With the longer sleeves, once again, kind of goes down to this part of your hand. In the middle, we have like the pencil holder at the top in the center. You put your pens, kind of like a utility vibe, with the distressing all over the collar and on the sleeves. And then we have the Val in the middle, and then below that we have the card holder. I love it. It's just something very, very different. Obviously it can be practical. If you put your cards in there, you're never gonna lose your bank cards. But for me, the favorite bit is the wash and the cut. Like, that is just incredible. And as you say, you may think £250 sounds steep, but that Raf Simons knitwear is probably a lot more expensive than that. So I personally absolutely love this piece. The cracked cord stitch crew neck, £250 again. But oh my god, once again, the details in this one are even more incredible than the last one. We have the split cropped crew neck, so it's got the same cut as the last crew neck, but it's got this kind of middle rope seam. And once again, what I said I preferred with this one, it's not in the center like the surgery tee. It's kind of like a third into this right here, with the beige and the light gray complementing colors really well, with the Val on the pocket. Then the next detail, I don't even know how he's done this. It looks like in a vintage book when you kind of rip the page. I think he's cut out a piece of the sweatshirt, then sewed it in inside out. Looks incredible, and obviously the distressing going all the way down the seam where he's done it up. And then it also has the drawstrings hanging out as well. Like, this crew neck is just so clean. And I'm honestly not going to be surprised if this is one of the first sellout pieces. And then we have the nice distressing on the neck. I would definitely cop this. Moving on to the 8th piece. This has to be, so far, my favorite piece of the collection. Like, this is the kind of washed out black hoodie, something very on trend, kind of like the Cole Buxton vibes. Very popular color at the moment. The hood, nice and thick, stays up. That's what I love about my hoodies. I don't like when the hoodie kind of lays flat. Once again, with a nice drop shoulder, and then with the longer sleeves, the cropped look once again, and then the attention to detail. We have the Val bit in the middle, the same kind of wash tag as well as his statement Val with a nice distressing all over. And then once again, he has done that kind of same patchwork. It looks like a ripped out page of a book, with the inside out, and the color just looks so nice. I don't even know how he does this. That I've never seen anybody do before. And then he has the rope, then he has a middle seam stitching right here that he's added in with the rope kind of wrapping around. Like, it's just art. It's like art and fashion put into one, and I can't get over how nice that hoodie is. And that is priced at £275, but that is just a standout statement piece that would not leave your wardrobe, and it's never gonna lose value. Moving on to the second hoodie, this is the eroded hoodie. It's pretty similar to the last one, but this one is in a beige. And this time he's done something a little bit different. He's done the cut on the pocket. Like, it just looks so sick. It looks like this hoodie is like 100 years old, but it's like a brand new hoodie. Like, he's hit the whole vintage eroded aesthetic so well. And once again, that beige washed out colorway goes with pretty much anything. So the first pair of jeans is the cord stitch denim. This is what he's known for the most, puts the most detail in. These are £320, so pretty steep. But once again, the attention to detail. He's got the rope lacing as the belt line. Then he's kind of done what people have done on joggers recently. He's got the middle seam going down the denim on both sides with a nice distressing all the way through. On one side, he's got the rope wrapping around. Kind of looks like stitches when someone's like, obviously needs surgery, they get stitches going all the way down. Nice tapering down to the bottom, so you get some nice stacking onto the bottom of the jeans. Me personally, I think they're amazing, but personally wouldn't fit into my style that well. I don't really like the rope bit going round. I would have preferred if it was just the distressing bits going all the way down. The next pair of denim is the cracked loop back denim, £325. And this pair is a very, very nice colorway. It's a nice light blue wash. And then he's basically done exactly the same he's done on them hoodies. He's like cut out holes in the denim and he's filled in these holes with like the material that he's used for the beige hoodie, like the inside out material. It honestly just looks so sick. And then he's put these kind of like tactical pockets on both thighs. One's got a bigger one, one's got a smaller one. The pockets could have been constructed a little bit better. It kind of just looks like they've stuck on some flaps. But the bit that's amazing is the part where he's filled in the distress holes. Like, honestly looks so good. And then the stacking on the jeans just goes really, really well. To finish off the details, this one's definitely my favorite so far. It is the multi-sack denim, £320. We have the kind of acid wash grey, so it's black denim that they've really stone cold washed. It's got that kind of whole vintage rock star aesthetic. Matches really well with the grey hoodie that I said was my favorite piece. And then I think the tactical pockets on these are much better than the ones previously. Got like the beige pockets, kind of made them a bit dirty, roughened them up, kind of look like these jeans have been thrown all over the floor. The distressing looks really good, and he's used the rope once again underneath the tactical pocket. Stacking's really well, like they tapered, they just go with pretty much any shoes. No wonder why these are £320. The attention to detail is so nice. Definitely my favourite pair of pants at the moment. Moving on to the fourth pair, this is the ankle pocket denim. These are a bit higher priced, these are £350. First of all, we have this like external belt that he's made. It's kind of made out of fabric and then has the rope going all the way down. Kind of has the long drawstrings, like the fear of God kind of aesthetic. Sewed on some back pockets onto the thighs of both of the pairs of denim. I really like this. It's basically like he's wearing the pair of denim backwards, but they're not. Then he's flared the bottom of the jeans, kind of similar to some vintage track pants. And then in the bit where it splits, he's sewed in once again the beige bit with some distressing and put the Val. He's also done it like washed out, kind of looks like a vintage book, like when they pour coffee stains onto the book, and it just sits so well on a pair of trainers. And obviously chunky trainers at the moment are very on trend. I think they would have been better without them back pockets. I know they're really unique, but I think it makes them look a bit weird, and it takes your attention to detail away from the flared bit at the bottom. Overall, from personal preference, I think it's pretty nice. I love the uniqueness and design of it, but I think they could have executed it a little bit better. Moving on to the next one, this is the heavy pocket denim, £350. This one is more of like a darker navy blue. This one, they've made the belt using other bits of denim and wrapped the string inside of the denim. Very, very unique. I don't even know how he's done that, but I think that looks so sick. And then he's made, I don't even know how he's done, it's like a, looks kind of like a worker's, like when you keep all your tools under the right leg. It's like a denim pocket, like tactical pocket like he made on the previous one, all made of denim with a denim Val once again. And then he's copied the flared, like the previous pair of denim, but just put a darker bit of denim inside it. I think it's just an inside out piece of denim. The way it sits on the shoes is just so nice, and I personally prefer these than the previous ones. The only thing is the split doesn't stand out as much on these as the previous ones. The next pair, this is the jogger pocket denim. So he has taken the pocket area of these jeans, taken it out and replaced them with a pair of joggers. It's very, very unique. It stands out definitely, but I just don't think it works at all. I don't really like jogger material mixing with denim material. I think that's a little bit weird. It's got the long drawstrings, and then he just put the Val detailing at the bottom of each. And once again, it has got the flared open leg, but this time it's got the string so you can tighten the flare bit at the bottom. It sits really well in the shoes. I personally am just not a fan of the jogger bit. I think it wrecked the denim. I think it looked really professional and expensive from the bottom half. But when you come to the top half, I just think it kind of looks cheap. Looks like someone's just done it in like DIY as an experiment, but it shouldn't really be sold. I don't think it really works, but fair play on the creativity. Moving on to the last pair, this is the crapped loop back denim, £320. And this is how I personally think he should have done it. Shouldn't have been joggers, it should have been like this patchwork. So he's got 5 pockets in total. And it's kind of like a darker grey to fit the aesthetic. Once again, he's done the cracked all the way out. We have it going up the left hand thigh and going all the way down to the bottom of the right leg. Like, that inside out stitching is just so sick. Like, I've never seen anyone do this, and I'm sure a load of people are going to copy and go into this trend because it just looks so nice. So this denim or the other dark grey denim were my favourite, and then the hoodies were just the best pieces I personally think. But overall, that was my view on Val Kristopher's Collection 8. Let me know your favourite piece of the collection in the comment section down below. I'll put all the links for his website as well as all the pieces and his Instagram, so be sure to go check it out. I hope you are all staying safe and you are isolating to stop the spread of this disease. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more fashion content on this page, be sure to hit that subscribe button, to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video, and I'll see you lot in the next one.